This podcast contains strong language and adult themes from the outset.
Finding the funny. Finding the funny. With Ruth and Ange, finding the funny.
Angie,
Pat, wow.
I've got a question for you this week.
Bosh, straight in, go for it.
Now, this came off of the back of a question that Matthew asked me.
Right, okay.
So we went down to see the in-laws at the weekend. We were down with Jin and Derek, and we had sticky toffee pudding and custard for dessert.
Right.
And I said I feel like sticky toffee pudding is an underrated dessert. It's often overlooked. Yeah.
Yes, I would probably agree with that.
To
Yeah.
which Marty said he feels custard is overlooked.
Oh, okay.
And this was the question. Do you feel amongst the younger generations coming through, custard is dying out?
I believe it is.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree with that statement.
Because everybody's going ice cream vibes.
The thing with custard is, it's just a bit of a faff, isn't it?
No.
Well, it is, because you know, it's not like you can go to the freezer and pull out an ice cream, chuck a few spoons of old done. You can go to the fridge, you can get a yogurt, take the lid off, eat it. Custard, you've got to dick around with warming it up.
I know, but I love custard.
I agree. I think custard is amazing, but I think the issue is because of the faff that I think that's what then stops people going for the custards.
But I'm sad that it could be dying out.
Well, I think that's down to you to make sure it doesn't.
Me?
Yes.
Single-handedly me.
Single-handedly, you have got to save ambrosia.
Well, not just ambrosia, all the custards.
Well, mainly ambrosia.
Have you noticed that Mal is very particular about custard?
Mal is particular about everything.
Madagascar, it has to be Madagascan vanilla for Mal.
Vanilla. Well, it's got to be higher echelon.
Oh, it's got to be your Waitrose, your M&S,
yeah,
your Tesco
it's got to
Finest.
be. He ain't just going ambrosia.
No, oh God, no.
You know, he is not opening a carton of ambrosia.
I remember one Sunday lunch. This is going back quite a few years now, but I remember one Sunday lunch where we were all still at home, I think, or you and Ian had cut. You know, we're going back a really long time.
Yes.
And we sat down and we tucked into this meat, and Dad put his knife and fork down and said to Mum, "Is this Tesco?" And Mum was like, "Yeah, it's just a joint of beef I got from Tesco." Right. Either go to the butcher's or get Finest. He was absolutely livid.
He is very higher echelon.
That Mum had dared just buy a beef joint from Tesco.
A bog standard beef joint.
He was beside himself.
Well, that's Mal, isn't it?
Mal.
You know, Mal wants the best of the best, and that's why he has the Madagascan vanilla.
And that's why
custard.
he married Margs.
Exactly, Patty.
Now, we need to put out an apology, don't we?
We do, you know, for last week, which we already kind of have done. But I feel like we should address it.
We've never let our listeners down like that before.
That is the first time in what?
2.5 years.
2.5 years.
Yeah. Can you believe we would have been doing this shitting thing for 3 years in June?
I mean, I actually can't
3
believe
years.
That. 3 jeffing years. Yeah. And we're still no further on, really.
3 years. You know, we're still fucking around with our day jobs.
Yeah, you know, when we started it, we were like, in 12 months' time, this is it. We're out of this shit.
Yeah, we're gone.
We're going to be full podcasters, full global superstars.
And here we are, still dicking around.
Dicking around on a Monday evening, doing a record after our normal day jobs because shit
if there's
is
any
shit.
producers out there that want to make this into a TV show, please, we're past now being cool about this. Please, just get in touch.
Come on.
Now, I had an apology a couple of weeks ago because I hadn't done my Hey Mercedes.
Yeah, but I've done it. Yes, Patty.
So I'm going to play it to you, and then I'll send it on WeTransfer to Joe. But I'm going to play it down the mic so you can hear it.
Fine. Okay, here we go.
Hey Mercedes.
How may I help you?
Take me home.
Calculating route.
Is that it?
Okay, now listen to this one. Hey Mercedes.
How may I help you?
My bum is cold.
Seat heating is on.
See, that's where she should be saying bum heating is
Seat
on.
heating is on.
Is on. But I thought you were going to do some Hey Mercedes as Lewis Capaldi.
No,
Oh,
I was
have
just doing
confused
the
that?
Hey Mercedes. No Lewis Capaldi involved in that shit.
Oh.
I was just doing Hey Mercedes because you were like, I can't believe you do that. That's ridiculous. It's so fucking stupid that you actually do Hey Mercedes.
I mean, it is. I mean, who's dicking around when you can just press the button?
Matthew got cross with me yesterday.
Did it? What? Because you were dicking
No,
around
because
with it?
he wanted to do Hey Mercedes.
Hey
And I
Mercedes.
tried to press the screen and he was like, what are you doing? I was like, oh.
You two seriously need to get a life.
Well, get a life or, enjoy the luxury of the car that we have, Ange. Depends how you look at it, mate.
Well, I wouldn't be dicking around with Hey Mercedes. She sounds like a prick.
Well, I saw something funny on Instagram this week. I think you probably would have seen it as well. I'm just going to gloss over that.
Wow, I
saw something funny on Instagram this week. I think you will have seen this as well.
Yeah.
My constant stress level is Bryn in the episode of Gavin and Stacey when he's trying to organise the barn dance for Gwen. I feel like that is life at the moment.
I saw a thing today where it said, I don't want to over-exaggerate, but I think we can attribute part of our decline as a nation to when we started fucking about with hot cross buns.
Right.
Because now you can get jeffing red velvet hot cross buns, cheese, onion and oregano hot cross buns, almond blondie hot cross buns. I mean, why are we just give me a bit of bread, sweet bread with some raisins.
Listen, the double chocolate hot cross buns at M&S are exquisite.
No,
yes,
no,
yes,
no.
yes.
Don't be dicking around with it.
Well,
right? Just stop. Why are we putting cheese, tomato, and oregano in a
who's dicking around with that? That's
bun?
ridiculous.
Yeah, M&S, aren't they?
M&S,
dickheads.
Do you know what? I saw another couple of other things that I thought were quite funny. This one, who the fuck decided to call it emotional baggage and not briefcase?
Oh yeah, I saw
that. Is true. And then this
very
one,
good.
very British problems. How to act like you're in a daytime TV ad about your own funeral. Number 1, be about 55. Number 2, look in peak health. Number 3, be absolutely delighted about your funeral. Number 4, laugh a lot with your wife and kids who also seem delighted about the prospect of your death. Number 5, maybe pop open some champagne. That is those ads, isn't it? They're like swanning around, cracking up, writing things down in their pad, talking about their funeral, peak health. Oh my God, living in a massive house. This is going to be amazing when I die. It's what they are.
Yeah, that is so true.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
It's also the same with life insurance. Apparently, according to the ad, you just have to phone up and say, "Hi, yeah, I'm 40, non-smoker, homeowner. Yeah, great, that's it. Thank you, all sorted. Got my life insurance now. Thanks. You'll send me
I'm covered." Well, I have got something, Pat, so I've been working on.
Right.
So, basically, what I felt was that Capaldi had been such a huge success.
Right. Off the back of Capaldi.
Off the back of Capaldi, I thought, well, maybe I can try and sort of, branch into some other fields.
We've got to try and get Capaldi on.
We've got to get Capaldi on. So, off the back of
Capaldi.
So, well, this is off the back of Sam Smith's performance at the Brits. Did you see that one?
I did. It was interesting.
Well, he's doing a lot of interesting things, isn't he?
Is,
hence the costume he arrived in to the Brits. But I'd thought this about his song for a while. You know the song Unholy? Yeah. Because obviously one of the lyrics is about Daddy going to a body shop.
I mean, what does that even mean?
Well, and I thought, he's gone down the local body shop to get some creams and some,
he's gone to get white musk.
Gone to get his white musks and his bath bombs and shit. Yeah. So basically, I have put together a little sort of parody.
Right.
Okay. So I'm going to sing it.
Now, is this under 20 seconds? Because is it to the tune of Unholy?
It is to the tune of Unholy,
we may get into trouble here.
Well, let's just give it a shot.
Okay.
Daddy don't know Mommy's spending cash at the body shop where she's getting her bath bombs. She's got night cream and some Vaseline. She is loving it. Yeah, she's high on cocoa butter. Oh, ee-oh. She needs to get a toner to help with aging. Daddy don't know, Mommy's spending cash at the body shop, and she's got a hyaluronic.
Oh my!
I spent hours on that.
That is absolutely fucking brilliant.
Yeah, so I just thought, do you know what? I'm going to venture into Sam's world. I'm going to make up a little ditty about Mummy going to the body
we
shop.
have got to now start a segment called Ange's Parodies.
Oh God, that means I've got to try and come up with some shit every week.
And well, we don't have to do it every week, but maybe
Okay.
once a month we could drop in Ange's Parodies.
An Ange parody.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Did
Challenge
you
accepted.
did you see Ange and I got sent an email today for a Zoom request, and the person's put Ange and Ruth.
Brilliant.
People think you're called Angie.
I think they do.
They
now.
do, and it cracked me
Yeah.
up. And I saw it, and I was like, "Oh, this is amazing." She thinks her name is actually
Yeah,
Angie.
actually Angie. Yeah. Rude.
Well, yeah, no, that
Right, there we go.
that is brilliant.
Yeah. There we go. There's your. I mean, that was actually my second attempt. My first attempt was actually absolute dog shit.
Right. And then you took it to Joel, and he
took it to my family. My first attempt,
and they were like, "Ange."
they were like, "No, that's shit, Ange." I was like, "Oh, bloody hell!" And then I thought, "Right, okay, come on, Angie, you can do this. You can
got
do this, Angie.
You've got this in the locker."
Yes.
Yeah.
So okay, I'll come up with my next creative.
Yeah, let's
flow
in a month's
shortly.
time. Let's do an Ange's parody.
Okay, Pats,
Okay.
you're on.
What
You're
about
on.
Lizzo? She was great, wasn't she?
Oh my God, I just bloody love
Do you know
her.
what I love as well about that performance? The inclusivity. For her to have plus size dancers, like I think back to being fat and a teenager and growing up, and
Yeah, you never saw
God,
anything
you just
any
never
different.
saw
No.
women of colour
Yeah.
in plus size bodies represented on
Yeah.
a mainstream show like the Brits.
Mm. Oh, it is amazing what she is doing and the platform she has to be able to say, "This is me. I'm a plus size woman of color, and nothing is stopping me from doing the stuff I want to do." And the same can go for anyone else. I just thought, and I thought her performance, I thought was performance of the night.
Yeah, same.
Thought it was absolutely brilliant.
I also thought Kat Burns was brilliant.
I thought Kat Burns was good in the final 30 seconds.
Oh, I thought she was good up until the final 30 seconds.
Oh no, I loved it when she brought in the drum and bass.
No, I thought she lost it.
She
I
mixed
think
it
she lost
up.
herself a bit
No.
there.
I was like getting bored.
But I
like,
think
right,
she's
come on,
brilliant.
Kat.
I think she's really
she's-
good. I think
she's
I
great.
think she is such a talent.
Yeah.
And
But,
Harry
I
didn't
mean-
do very well, did he? Shame. Next year,
No,
maybe
he was
Harry.
a bit shit, wasn't he?
Next-
yeah, he
next
was a
year.
bit shit.
Try
Yeah.
and win at least one award if you can.
if you can.
I bet
I mean,
everyone
try a
who
bit
was up
harder.
against him was like, "Fuck."
Well, that's it. Yeah, I ain't
I'm
won
not going
that.
to win Album of the Year against Harry's House, am I?
No.
Yeah.
It's a bloody good
It's
album.
and it's got critical acclaim.
Critical.
Clara Amfo
acclaim.
said that a lot in her voiceovers.
There's critical
Yeah.
acclaim. It's quite a mouthful.
Yeah,
isn't it?
critical acclaim.
Critical acclaim.
Let's stop saying it. It's getting weird.
Critical acclaim.
Also, we
I just-
had something in from the box.
Yes, we had a couple of sort of bits in from the box, which I just thought they just made me laugh.
Yeah.
The messages made me
Yeah.
laugh, so I thought, do you know what, I'm going
Put
to
it
share
in.
them because we love our listeners.
Yeah.
So we had a message in from Louise. Now, I know that we have covered this before on a previous episode,
Yeah.
probably going back to the early days, Pat
Yeah.
War, I believe. But Louise sent a message saying, community Facebook pages. One mention of fireworks or dog poo and all hell breaks
Okay, so
loose.
we had in our community Facebook page just this weekend, somebody put, "Whoever's dog it is barking at the weekend before 9 o'clock, please." And the reply, you should have seen the reply.
No.
The owner was like, "If this is aimed at my dog, He goes out in the morning, and if we're cooking our son breakfast, one of us can't get to the door quick enough. Dogs do bark, you know. Like, it went on and on and on. It was like, sometimes he goes out there doing his zoomies, and he's barking because there's a dog in the garden next door.
He's doing his zoomies.
Yeah, that's what she put. He goes out there doing his zoomies, and he's barking because there's a dog next door. This is not just him wanting to come in. I'm sorry if it was early. It's not like it was 6, 7, 8 o'clock. It was 9:30. Dogs do bark. And the reply was basically the woman going, I'm well aware that dogs bark. Thanks for letting me know.
They are so entertaining,
passive aggressive.
Those pages.
It was so passive aggressive.
Yeah. And then we had another one in from Ali Ward.
Ali Ward.
Yeah. Who said, Texas PDA moms at school productions that think their kid shit stars.
Yeah, I mean, not just Texas PTA mums.
Well, no,
PTA
that's
mums.
what I thought. Yeah, but I just loved her saying they think their kids shit stars, and then I was thinking, can you imagine what PTA mums must be in California?
Oh my god.
Oh my, Jeff, you got Hollywood on your doorstep.
I'll never forget when my friend had a baby and she joined her local NCT group. The one that you pay for, not the NHS one, the one that you pay for.
Yes,
and I remember she phoned me up. She said, I'm not going back. After the kids have been born, she said, I'm not going back. I said, why? What's happened? She said, oh my God, it's like a contest of whose kid's doing what. Yeah, well, yours isn't rolling yet. Your kid isn't rolling yet. Oh, God, I'd get that looked into.
What's wrong with her?
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
She doesn't,
she should be doing that.
She can't wipe her own arse. Oh my God. Mine's 6 months, can use the toilet, wipe its own arse, going to school next week. Yeah, I know. He's a little protege. It's like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. So I think, Ali Ward, you're obviously in Texas.
And I bet, I can imagine the PTA mums in the States are...
Oh, I bet they're another level.
They are out of this world. You could
moms.
You could make a great TV show out of American PTA mums.
Oh, Lord. You could make a great TV show. A bit like Motherland, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's that sort of vibe, but very, British. But yeah, you could do a very similar thing. A very
who
sort
won
of similar
the Super
vibe.
Bowl?
Oh, I can't remember who won.
Did your lot stay up? Because your crew often stay up, don't they?
Only Joel.
Oh, not Ian?
He stayed... No, he's too old now.
Oh, really?
Too old. Yeah,
Right.
He's like, no, I can't do that.
Who won the Super Bowl 2023?
Was it the
Eagles?
Yeah.
The Eagles.
Yeah. I thought it was, but I wasn't
it was
sure.
the Chiefs. It was the Chiefs.
It was the Chiefs. It wasn't the Eagles.
35. Eagles were 35. Kansas City Chiefs 38.
Oh, wow. So close.
Very close. Very, very, very close. Very close.
Yeah.
Heavily into with Rossi D. Woods. Heavily into with Rossi D. Woods. What is he heavily into this week? Bosh.
The gang are back together. Thank the fucking Lord for that.
Well, I mean, it was a bit of a shitter last week, wasn't it?
Oh, God, it all went to pot, didn't it?
It
The
didn't.
Lord has been thanked.
Yes.
Did you, Rossi, were you in Copenhagen last week?
Yes, I was. Don't get me. I've got a good story to tell.
How was it?
Brilliant.
Oh, let's go. Let's hear it. Here we go.
It could be a heavily into, It could be.
Okay.
Let's go straight in then. Let's go straight into heavily into Rossi.
Yeah. Firstly, I've been heavily into doing fuck all because I've usually got a good one. I've been so fucking busy.
Oh,
and
see.
I've been a little jet set. Obviously, I was in Copenhagen. We missed a week, so I'll tell you all about it. But if anyone's ever been to Scandinavia, it's a lovely, lovely place. It's very clean. But
is it?
Yeah, I went with my dad and my cousin Lewis because we work together.
It's not your cousin isn't Lewis Capaldi.
Or Sam Capaldi, as
Sam
as
Capaldi.
He's known in the Brits.
Yes. Sorry, Rossi. Sorry.
Well, no, but it's a funny thing. I think he looks a bit like Lewis Capaldi.
Oh, who, your cousin?
Yeah, he does a bit. I'll send you a photo after, and you can decide.
Yes.
Yeah, because he always looks like he's got a slightly swollen face. And he's never had mumps, so I don't know what the fuck it is.
Oh dear!
Oh,
So
bless
maybe
him.
he is like
He'll
maybe he
kill
could
me.
go into the Lewis
He
Lewis
could.
Capaldi lookalikes.
He could, and he
Yeah.
could go in as the Lewis Capaldi or Sam Capaldi lookalikes.
Look alike, yeah.
The only thing is, he doesn't have a Scottish accent,
Right,
and
that's gonna
he
let him
doesn't have
down then.
Tourette's, so that will
Right,
let me down.
it's gonna let
Right,
him
but
down.
Doesn't
then.
Rossi,
have the
I could
nervous tics.
Go on.
help.
I could help cousin Lewis with the Scottish accent because I
Oh,
have become
you-
quite sort of pro in that now.
Your accents, I think they're just brilliant.
Yeah, so
I think, yeah.
you know.
I mean, I thought it was Billy Connolly
Yeah,
talking.
I think a
then.
lot of people did. Yeah,
I had a few of
they-
those. Yeah, I had a few of
Yeah.
those thinking I was Billy Connolly, Shrek,
Connolly.
or Fat Bastard.
or
from Austin
Rhapsody
Powers.
Nesbitt.
Rhapsody Nesbitt.
Yeah,
Poor
The old-
Shrek as well. He's not even a proper Scottish, is he?
No.
It's bloody Mike Myers doing
Yeah.
a crappy Scottish accent. So
Yeah.
I
I'd
think
say
it
Shrek.
sounds like-
Mm,
Yeah.
mm.
Anyway, what was Scandinavia like?
sorry.
What was
Yeah.
Copenhagen
Sorry,
like?
we're going off on a
This is a little.
divert.
So I thought whilst in Denmark, why not get a Danish pastry? So me and Lewis,
Cool.
right, we were at this exhibition, so we thought we'll go and get a bit of lunch. So we've gone up. My Danish isn't that good, so I don't know what they fucking served us. But so we've got 2 sandwiches, a coffee, a Coke, and we said we'll have 2 of your Danish pastries because whilst you're in Denmark, do as the Danes do. And do you know how much that cost? Do you
Oh,
know how
gosh.
much that cost?
I bet it-
£45 fucking pounds.
Are you joking?
No, I nearly said to her, I'm not buying a fucking house. What the fuck are you
2
doing? I'm not
sandwiches, a
remortgaging.
coffee, a Diet Coke, and 2
And
Danishes.
2 Danish,
£45.
£45.
Wow.
She actually, this Danish lady, she was lovely. She went, oh, that seems a bit much. Checked the bill and said, no, that's correct. Honest to God,
No.
I
my
nearly shit
God.
my pants. A Danish shit my pants. I
But,
couldn't believe it.
Rossi,
I thought, no
was
wonder
the-
they came over in the boats to Norfolk. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Fucking
no
cheaper.
wonder.
What was the Danish like there? Was it like a really? I mean, if you compare a Danish to an
Yeah.
English Danish, what are
Are
we
we
getting?
Are we talking the pastries or the people
Yeah.
who
We're talking
come over?
pastries.
We're talking
Yeah.
pastries.
Rossi, yes.
We talking. It was a lovely pastry, but
I bet it was.
I've. Do you know what? I've had a Danish pastry from Aldi, and it's probably just the same. So I was pretty
Oh.
disappointed. It was
Oh.
lovely.
Annoying. That
But
is
I've had it-
annoying.
Yeah, I know.
That's
I
a
know.
bit
You would
shit,
think
that isn't
That
it?
is shit.
Yeah.
you would think they would be heavily into making the best Danish pastries, but they're fucking well not.
I mean,
There you
maybe
go.
we should stop calling them Danish pastries and call them Costco pastries.
No,
Yeah,
we should call them Lidl pastries.
Lidl, that was
Or-
it. I thought it was in Costco. Sorry.
Fucking expensive pastries.
Yeah, I mean that is extortionate. Matthew and I are
Honest-
off to Iceland at the beginning of March. We better
Oh
get
no!
shit.
Have you remortgaged your house
Yeah.
We'll have
to
I
go?
think.
You might have to sell like a kidney or something to go.
Yeah,
I think you will,
Jesus
Pats.
Christ.
yeah.
Oh,
I haven't
no,
even got a
don't get me
kid I
wrong,
can
though.
sell.
It is lovely and it's full of electric cars.
Is it?
Yeah. Every
Are
every
they
taxi
heavily
we
into
got.
your electric cars?
Oh my god! Every taxi we got into was electric, and I got into an electric Mercedes taxi. Oh my God, it
that
was
is
lovely.
swish.
It was swish.
Mm.
Also very expensive. The taxis.
Yeah.
So.
I'm sure.
Are we basically saying everything was expensive, Rossi? Is that what we're saying?
I'm just saying Scandinavia, very clean
Yeah.
and tidy. But if you want a cheap holiday, don't go
Forget
there.
it. Forget
No.
it.
So,
Yeah.
in the words of, I don't know, Joanna Lumley, does she do a travel show? I don't think so. She won't go to Scandinavia anyway. Fucking expensive.
In the words of Richard Adoidi, is that
Yes.
Yeah,
his name?
Richard Adoyardi.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
him.
Don't go
And
to Denmark.
Jane,
In the words of
cruising
Michael
with Jane
Palin.
McDonald.
Did Michael Palin do a travel show?
He did. He went round
But
the
he
world.
went around the world, didn't he?
Yeah.
I think
Well,
he
he must have
bypassed
stopped off at
Scandinavia.
Copenhagen then, mustn't he?
Yeah.
If he did the
Yeah.
world.
Yeah, Jane McDonald. There's
Jane-
another one.
McDonald,
Cruising the
Cruising
world.
with
isn't
Jane
she?
McDonald.
Yeah.
She's
she
not
won't be
cruising to
very long.
Copenhagen. Is she
Fuck
fuck?
that. Is she fuck?
Is she fuck?
Pats, what have
She's
you
got-
been heavily into?
Go on.
Have you been heavily into out this week?
Well, actually, Rossi and I were having a little conversation before we came on the airwaves, and I was starting to get a little bit unwell last week, and so I have been heavily into echinacea.
Right, echinacea. So you're going down the sort of ashwagandha
I'm
line.
an ashwagandha vibe.
Not
yeah.
ashwagandha.
Yeah.
But I am saying, I mean, echinacea, I'm not joking, guys. It has saved my life.
wow.
Oh
I
my
mean, that's not
God.
dramatic at all. Is
It's
it?
not, is it? That is not dramatic.
No, saved your life.
I think you could have been a bit more dramatic, but
Yeah.
Yeah, you could have. Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I have been popping echinacea like my life. And I'll tell you this for nothing, guys. It
Yeah,
has
go on.
severely helped my cold.
Okay. Then
I-
that's a good thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I obviously I came back from Scandinavia and then I was in London in a really cold exhibition, and now I think I'm getting another cold.
Well, get your echinacea.
What
You
the
also
F
need
is
to
going
get-
on?
You also need to get, Rossi,
Yeah, go
Patty,
on.
which I've
Yeah.
been heavily into this for quite a few weeks. It's not actually heavily into.
Oh, I
but I'll
know
bring
what you're
it.
going to say. I know
What-
what you're going to say.
What am I going to say?
Ginger shots.
Oh my gosh!
Ginger shots.
Yeah.
Oh, they are
A shot of
amazing.
Lewis Capaldi.
A shot of Chris Evans.
That is why Angie's Scottish accent has become so good.
It is a shot of Jerry Halliwell.
Yeah.
She is
So-
taking a shot of Lewis every
Hang on a minute.
morning.
Yeah,
Hang on a minute. I'm partial to a ginger nut. I love I love
Well,
dunking
right.
a ginger nut. So
Rossi.
what are these ginger shots?
Oh,
Tell
they
me.
are incredible.
They're
Right, you can get
spicy though,
them-
Rossi. They're
Yeah, but
spicy.
that,
shit.
if you like a ginger, which I believe you do because you like a ginger nut.
Yeah, but they're nothing
I
like a
love a
ginger
ginger
nut,
nut.
Ange.
no, I know, but
used
you
to
like
drink.
that
Do you remember
taste.
Krabbies? Used to do a ginger
Oh,
I
beer. and stuff.
love
amazing
Krabbies.
Krabbies.
Oh
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
that had a little fizz bang pop to it.
Well,
as
there you
well.
go. Yeah. Well, you can get
Also,
these
I might
ginger
like
shots.
these ginger shots.
You can get them anywhere now in your Waitrose, in your Sainos, in your
All
Tesco,
right.
and wherever you
Yeah,
go,
okay.
right? And just literally down it like you would any
Shot.
alcoholic
shot.
shot.
Any
Yeah.
alcoholic shot.
And oh my gosh, they're like
For immunity. They're great for
Woo!
immunity, guys. They're great for
great for
immunity.
immunity.
yeah, great for your immunity.
Great
yeah.
for your immunity,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah. But also
Fucking
great because
do
it gives you a hit. It gives you whoa, wow, yeah, ginger me out.
Jesus.
Right, mate, and that when you drink them, that
Yeah.
is what you do. You go,
That is the
"Whoa,
reaction."
wow, yeah, ginger.
Yeah, I don't want to drink
Yeah.
it in the street then if that's
No,
what happened to me. No.
Try and do it in the comfort of your own home if you can.
That fucking silly prick across the road just had a ginger shot like it's a Class A drug, silly cunt.
Shouting, oh, way, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
ginger.
Does he fucking think he is? Absolute
Jerry
twat.
Halliwell. I think he's bloody Jerry Halliwell, does he? So what
Is
is
he?
what is you heavily into then, Angie? if
Okay,
it's
so
not
my
that?
main heavily into because I've obviously gone off a little tangent there. with
Yeah.
the
Yeah, ginger tangent. Yeah.
ginger tange. So ginger Ange.
Sounded like
Ginger
Muttley
Ange.
then. Ginger Ange.
Yeah,
So my heavily into is
yeah.
Yeah, go on.
Marmite rice crackers
Oh, hello.
Ugh.
with like smothered in Philadelphia.
Hello.
Oh my gosh, they
Oh,
are
God.
incredible.
Do you not like
Oh.
Marmite, Rossi?
Oh, no. Well, I'm one of those, aren't I? It's like, yeah, I don't like it. I
Oh,
don't like it.
Rossi.
You're a hater.
You're a hater, not a lover.
Also, Twiglets. What the fuck are they
Oh, I
about?
love
Oh, I
Remember
love a
Twiglets?
Twiglet.
Do they
Love
still
a
sell Twiglets?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
I mean, now
Jesus
that you've said
Christ.
that, you could actually dip
Oh, a
Twiglets
Twiglet.
in the
Twiglets
Philly.
into Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because they'll have that same effect. But
Rossi, can I
just
ask you a
find-
question? Because I've got a bit of a theory.
Oh,
I've
do
got a
it,
bit of a
do it, go
theory
on.
about people who hate Marmite. Do
Hmm.
Yeah,
your
go on.
parents like Marmite?
do you know what, Ruth? I've never asked. I'm going to have to sit down with them and ask them.
Because
I'm gonna
I
sit
think
down
if
with
you're
them.
given Marmite as a child, more 9 times out of 10, your parents
Yeah.
will like Marmite, and you're given it as a child, and you get used to it.
Ah,
If
so
you
the
don't
palate,
have that,
yeah.
it's a taste you can't get on
I
board with.
mean, it would imply the fact that you don't know would imply it was never something that you had in your house.
exactly.
I definitely, I can't remember. them
So
getting,
I
like,
think if
yeast
you're not
paste
given
when I was
Marmite as a
little.
baby,
Mm.
hey, listen, let's do a call to action. Let's fucking do a call to action with this.
Yeah, so
If
Good
you
idea,
are a
Pats.
Marmite hater, can you get in touch with us
yes,
and let us
please.
know whether you were given Marmite as a baby? There's loads of ways you can get in touch with us. You can find all 3 of us on Instagram. I'm at Ruth Gordon, Ange is at
Yeah.
Ange Gordon, and Rossi is at Rossi D Woods.
You can find the podcast on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok Just search Finding the Funny Podcast.
Or you can send us an email, findingthefunnypodcast@gmail.com. Now, I am genuinely interested in this because I think Marmite as a baby, your taste buds get used to it, you go on to love
Absolutely.
it.
Bosh.
Marmite, not
Bosh.
as a baby,
Bosh.
is quite a difficult taste to get on board with in later life.
Later life.
Yeah, and
right.
it's just that yeasty.
Yeasty,
Yeah.
yeasty hits, isn't it?
It's like your yeasty sort of vaginosis.
Yeah.
Bacterial vaginosis.
Bacterial
Fuck me.
vaginosis, yeah.
No, dearie me. Can you imagine if that was their slogan? Shit.
Marmite, love it or hate it, but BV.
BV. Love it or hate
Now,
it, BV.
We had
Jesus.
a couple of heavily into
Did
from.
we?
Yes, we did.
Oh, I love
Shelley.
this.
I mean,
I love this. This gets me right going.
Yay.
right. So we had a lot of people just saying how they're very much still heavily into Scottish Angie.
And I
Yeah.
think with the rebirth of the Brits, can I
Yeah.
just say though?
Yeah.
Can I just say, Wet Leg when they picked up their award said "fuck the Tories" and it made my day.
Wet leg.
Yeah, but they were a bit. I wasn't too impressed with them, to be
I
honest.
know, but they said that and it
Wet-
made my day.
Wet
They
leg.
did, and they said your catchphrase, Ruth, and I
Yeah.
had to message you. I said they've
Yeah.
only just going to said "fuck the Tories." But
Wet
the
leg though.
thing
Where
was,
did they come up with that
Oh,
name?
And also, where did they come from?
Well, they're
the
from the
only
Isle
thing-
of Wight.
No, I
they
mean,
are,
I don't mean physically, you bellend.
Bellend.
They've just
Called a
appeared out of
bellend.
nowhere.
Well, no, they haven't, Pats. They haven't. They've been quite big in the US of A.
Yeah,
But I mean,
and
here
yeah, here,
Yeah, but
they're,
it all
they're quite
just-
they're newbies.
It all
and-
just
but that song,
transfers, doesn't it?
very good song. That catchy song
on the
they
chaise
do.
lounge.
On the on the chaise lounge.
Oh, I
Yeah.
hated it. I thought it was an absolute
did-
pile of shit.
Okay, but it's catchy though, isn't
No,
it?
it's not.
It's an
I mean,
ear-
I
oh.
Bloody
Oh,
hell, I
dear.
could get up there and sing a load of shit about us sitting on a chaise lounge.
Well, you could get in there up
I
there and
think
sing
you
the
should,
heavily
Ange,
into theme.
Because
tune.
then we could all go to the Brits, couldn't we, and get fucking spannered around one of those tables whilst eating
Yeah.
twiglets.
Spannered.
Spannered. You know, spannered. Absolutely fooked.
You
Um,
know.
You
Okay,
know.
so we had a lot of people still heavily into Scottish Angie,
Yeah.
especially because of Capaldi's British.
yeah.
Brits,
there you
full
go.
West. We particularly had a message from Mrs. 1981, which I thought was a
Okay.
great name.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Says she's still heavily
Love
into
that.
singing in a Scottish accent and has now turned to show tunes.
In a Scottish accent.
Yes,
Oh, what? So
Well,
she's
yeah, but-
giving it Phantom of the Opera vibes.
I believe so. So
Wow.
yeah, Mrs. 1981 is going.
Do you think,
She's singing
Mrs.
in a
1981? Do you think you can send us a rendition of the Phantom of the Opera, please?
Well, any of your show tunes.
Any of your show
tunes you do it.
Yeah.
well, anything
Yeah.
by the Proclaimers, really, probably.
yes.
Going to sing
yes.
the Scottish one. Because
Proclaimers.
that's the only band I can think of who sing in a Scottish accent.
No, but I think she's taking show tunes like
Yeah.
Grease and
Yeah.
Hair-
Oh, and doing
Hairspray,
them in Scottish.
and she's doing those in a Capaldi Angie vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, get 'em.
Yeah.
Capangi, that's what we have to call it.
Capangi.
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 Yeah.
And then Harriet A91. I don't know if she's because she was on the A91.
Oh, that's a lovely motorway. That.
Well,
Oh,
if
I
she
know
was,
you
she shouldn't have been messaging us because that's dangerous.
Harriet A91
Yeah.
says that she is heavily into my heavily into theme tune.
Well, do you know what?
Oh.
I sometimes find myself out of nowhere just going heavily into with Rossi D.
Do you- I was gonna put it as my ringtone, right?
Oh, you
Yeah.
should.
Can you do
should.
that? I don't know. You know I'm useless with fucking technology.
Techno,
so
yeah.
But is that a bit blowing? Can you imagine if that went off and it was?
Oh,
singing
I think that is
Brilliant.
fantastic.
Yeah.
I think that
I
is
might.
absolutely
Okay, I'll
hilarious.
try and
Yeah.
do it. And if it
Yeah.
goes off somewhere, like, it would be quite funny.
And
Actually.
I'd
Yeah.
like your text
Fuck 'em, I
message
don't
alert
care.
to just be, "What are you heavily into?" Or just
Bosh.
this bit, "Heavily into this week, Bosh."
Bosh. The Bosh does it for me. And I've actually, you know what? Right, I've had people, Ange, text me, like my mates going, "We love the Bosh." It's just the
Yeah.
Bosh bit, yeah.
The Bosh
We love Ange's Bosh.
that Bosh.
We love Angie. A lot of people
She's-
do, Rossi. to
Oh,
be
you've
honest.
got a great Bosh on you.
A
You
late- got a
really
great
do.
Bosh.
Great Bosh.
You do.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've been heavily into the old rice cakes with Marmite.
Marmite rice cakes, then with smothered in Philly.
Right. And
That-
what Philly are you using? Are you using full fat, half fat, chive?
Light, Philly light.
Right,
Philly,
okay.
just Philly light.
Smothered. Smothered's
Smothered.
not really a cooking term, is it? Is it a cooking term? Smothered.
Well,
Smothered,
I'm
no.
smothering it. I'm literally like, layers and layers.
That reminds me. I think there was a scene in Derek. Have you ever seen Derek with
Yeah,
Ricky
love
Gervais?
Derek. Great
And
show.
I think Kev said, "My mother's smothered in thrush," which
Well, going back to the bacterial
Is that-
vaginosis,
Yeah.
we've
Yeah.
gone
There
full
you go.
circle.
Gone full circle.
that's
there,
what
mate.
it reminds me of. She was smothered in thrush.
Yeah.
Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. I
Well, there's
feel
a
sick.
brilliant bit on one of I mean, I say a brilliant bit, it's pretty disgusting, but on one of Gemma Collins's programs,
Yeah.
she comes back from being on a night out or something, and she sits on the bed
GC.
and
Yeah.
she rubs her hand between her legs.
No, oh my God,
Right,
I'm
and
gonna
she
be
sick.
smells
I'm
it, and
gonna be
she goes, "That smells like bread."
Ah!
She's like, "That smells like gone off bread. That's yeasty."
Oh no.
Oh.
Isn't
She's
that
the
disgusting?
Pillsbury Dough girl.
I mean, the GC
Dear me.
is a. What did you say, Rossi? I missed that.
Pillsbury Dough girl. Remember the Pillsbury Doughboy on the TV, the little character?
Honestly,
Very
the
funny.
GC is
Gemma
something else,
Collins.
isn't she?
She's a force
something
to be
else.
reckoned with.
Yeah.
She is a
something
force
else.
to be reckoned
Yeah.
with.
I'm
Yeah, she is.
claustrophobic, Darren.
I wonder what
Oh,
she'd be heavily into. What do you reckon she'd be heavily into?
Yeast.
Bacterial vaginosis.
I think she'll be heavily into just touching her moist bits. Probably. I don't know. That's absolutely wrong.
Hey, did you ever
She's
see
a
that?
legend.
She is.
Legend.
Did you ever
Yeah.
see that clip of when she fell down the stage?
Yes,
Yes.
that
That
is
was it.
No.
Was that at the Brits?
Something like that,
That
yeah.
was
Yeah.
something like that. She
I mean,
backed up and went down the trapdoor.
Straight
didn't she?
down.
How
Yeah.
did she survive that?
Well, obviously landed on her loaf. I don't know. Jesus Christ. Landed on her baps. There you
Well,
go.
listen, that was a great heavily into segment this
Yeah,
week.
thanks, Rossi.
Obviously, we want to hear
Well.
from you about your Marmite if you had it as a kid and all that
Yes.
jazz. Remember
Yes,
to get in touch with
get
us.
in touch.
But
yeah.
yeah, thanks for coming on, Rossi. You'll be back with us next week.
Absolute lie. Absolute lie. Yeah.
Thanks, love.
Brilliant,
See you
bloody brilliant.
soon.
Take care.
Bye.
Take care. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Okay, well, shall we go
Okay.
into a dickish behaviour?
Let's move on. Let us move on for dickish.
We had a dickish behaviour in from Katharina. How are we saying her name?
Katharina.
Okay, I'm going to say that again. Okay.
Okay.
We had a dickish behaviour in from Katharina on the gram, and she said people who go on luxury holidays and then tell us that they are exhausted and need to rest. Dicks. Yeah. That is.
And that is so true.
Oh God, I've just come back from Dubai, and I did 2 luxury yachts. I did a water sports ride, and
I was staying at the Jumeirah.
I stayed in a 5-star hotel. I
Mm.
did the big shopping centre, and honestly, guys, I need 5 days
Spent
off.
spent a fucking fortune.
Yeah, and honestly, guys, I
Mm.
need 5 days off just to get over
Yeah.
it. It has
Absolutely wore me
been
out.
intense. What? You
Mm.
went on 2 luxury yachts?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like people that go to the Maldives, they fuck me off.
What? Just in general?
Just in general, people who are going to the Maldives, I want to smash them in the
Why?
face.
Because you want to go.
Well, yeah, but then it's just like
Envy is a terrible thing, Ange.
they're just like in those sort of shacks in the water, and they cycle to
What
get their
about the ones
breakfast
in the
morning.
Maldives where you've got a slide that takes you into the sea?
Oh wow, yeah,
Yeah, that is heavily
Yeah.
into.
heavily into a slide,
Heavily
into
into the sea.
Yeah.
Also, I'd be
Yeah.
a bit scared about going on that slide straight into the sea.
Why?
Well, because don't they have like baby sharks and stuff that swim around those like sea?
Yeah, but the water's so clear, you could check it. You could do a quick scan of the sea before you come down your slide.
Yeah.
Bang, in, bosh. Love
I
it.
don't know if
Living
I would
life.
like it.
Oh, it'd be amazing,
Do you
Pats.
think?
Yes. If you're going to do it anyway, you're going to do it in the Maldives.
I think I'd need a 3-week rest after that. I'd come back saying, "Oh, my anxiety went through the roof out there. Honestly, absolutely skyrocketed."
Baby sharks. Baby sharks.
I went on the
everywhere.
slide into the sea 4 times. I know. I know. And one day I went in twice. Couldn't believe it.
I always think as well, like people who go on these luxury holidays and then just want to, rub it in your face and tell you how tired and exhausted they are. I would love for them to go camping. Because you are a bit weird because you do.
I
like
love
camping.
a camp.
No.
Honestly,
No.
Camp Festival, I love it. Not just Camp
Camp
Festival.
Festival.
I just mean
That's a-
camping,
Yeah.
I love it. Honestly.
Oh, honestly, if someone says to me, Ange, do you want to come away for a couple of days, a week, in a tent, in the middle of a field, in fucking Devon, when it's pissing it down with rain, that is the worst thing I could think about doing.
Ange, it's called being at one with nature.
No.
You wouldn't understand.
I'm okay with being at one with nature, walking the dog, or just going for a little walk. I don't need to be sleeping in a tent.
I love it.
To be at one with nature.
I love it.
No, you've got problems.
But I do see what you mean, that if somebody... How would you feel about going on a seaplane if you went to the Maldives?
I'd quite like it. I mean, I'd probably shit myself a little bit, but I think I'd also love the thrill. I'd love the thrill of it.
Imagine you on one of them doing a ginger shot.
Oh,
fucking hell.
Heaven. Absolute
Oh
heaven.
my God. You'd be like, woo! I am invigorated. I am invigorated. I'm going to watch my kid in his school play. He shit stars. I've done a shot. I am invigorated. Woo! You'd turn into a Texas
ginger.
You'd turn into a Texas PTA mum.
I would. I'd be really annoying.
In a heartbeat.
Yeah. I'd actually smash myself in the face.
Yeah. You'd get annoyed with yourself.
I would, like that. And what's wrong with you, man?
Yeah. Yeah, well,
But
that
yeah,
is a very good one. People who go on luxury holidays and tell us they're exhausted and need to
Yeah.
rest.
You can just piss
The thing
off.
is, though, those people that are going on those luxury holidays,
Holidays.
they often don't have jobs. Do they? Like, they're sort of, I'm thinking of women who have married well and absolutely no problem with that.
Yeah.
But who come back and they haven't got kids or anything. They come back.
It's not like they've got to come back and go to a full-time job.
No, they come back and they're like, I've picked the dog up from doggy daycare and oh my God, it is just bedlam here. It is pandemonium.
Yeah. I haven't had a chance to go to the gym yet
And
today.
I am absolutely beside myself. I've had to let the dog out 3 times. I'm
Yeah.
still jet lagged.
I haven't done any of the washing because the cleaner hasn't arrived yet to do that.
So I'm stuck with all this shit around me. Well, look, we've managed to get an episode in this week. So
thank the Lord.
Go us.
Yeah.
Remember, there's loads of ways that you can get in touch with all of us that have been on the podcast. So you can find Ange and I on Instagram. I'm at Ruth Gordon. She's at Ange Gordon. You can find Rossi on Instagram and TikTok. Just search Rossi D Woods.
And you can find the podcast on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Just search Finding the Funny Podcast.
Or you can send us an email. It's just findingthefunnypodcast@gmail.com. But I hope this has been as funny as it's felt as we've been recording it. Because it's felt very silly and very funny. And as always, thank you so much for engaging with us, for listening, and for being part of this wonderful podcast journey. Ange and I, with Rossi, will be back next week helping you to find more of the funny.